Hey guys, welcome back. Another episode of What Are We Doing? Um, Thank you for joining me again. So we're going to have a little look back at the week we've just finished and a little bit about the plan for the week coming. So let's get into it. All right, so this week I kind of started using something a little bit different. I've only started using this week, and I have to say it's really very cool. And I also want to say that I'm in no way connected to this company at all. I just find that it was recommended to me, and I wanted to show you that it's really very cool. So it's CommitSwimming, and it gives us a really cool way to write our sets. All right, so I don't know about anybody else. I write my sets old style, so I use a notebook and pen. And then when it comes to adding up how much work we've done on different bits and pieces, it's really complicated, and keeping track of what we write is really hard. But this little web app is fantastic. Um, so a little look back on the week that we've just done. So this is the sprint group. All right, the group A. This is Danielle and Ben's group. As you can see, it starts on a Monday, which is a little bit annoying, but we have a double Monday, 8, 9, and single Tuesday, Wednesday, double Thursday, single Friday, Saturday, and no session on Sunday at the moment. And this is our weekly, or sorry, daily volume. If I click back to weeks, it tells me last week these guys swam just short of 36K, which is pretty good. Okay. It tells me that we did 61% of it on freestyle. We did choice. I tend to do choice rather than number one most of the time, but 23% choice and 15% number one. So choice and number one are interchangeable, really, I guess. By intensity, we get to define our own intensities, so we can go through each of the energy zones that we use: anaerobic power, white, orange, pink, purple, regen, swim, kick, and drill. I probably don't do enough kick work. All right, so 12% of the weekly volume, 4,000 meters, is kick. I probably need to do more than that. In terms of drill, 4,000 meters of drill, I probably write more than that. And I'm still learning how this system works. But yeah, I probably write more than that, but I just haven't recorded it properly. And then this is a weekly load. Now it's a total training score, training stress score. It's worked out slightly differently than the one we use on the dashboard, which is fine because I'm not going to transfer the numbers across. It's just interesting to see that on a Friday, for example, it's the lowest stress score of the week, and that's what we've written. That's what agrees with the dashboard. So that's quite nice. If we go into, let me see. Let's go into Monday. All right, so this is Monday, 2 sessions on Monday, Monday AM, Monday PM, going to Monday PM, and this is the session for those guys. The sprint group they did a little bit of drill work, as you can see, and then they had their max kick set. It's a power kick set, and we used the bands and the drag socks. You can tell over here, we can see exactly how much of each type of drill work we did. It really is very, very good. And it allows us to track through the whole week what they're doing. If we go into Friday, it was a recovery session, 5.5K, and for the sprint group, for the sprint group, and it was just a paddle, 300, 3-1, 650s, 4x3. Okay, so that's what we're using now to just track the weeks. So it's really cool. Just for comparison, this is the other half of the group. So Connor, Ella, and Evan. Evan kind of floats between the two groups because he's only in the water since the start of the year. But you can see last week, the other half of the group who focused more on the 1 and the 2 rather than the 50 and the 1, covered 42,000 meters, just short of 42.5. And again, 11K on Monday and Thursday on the double sessions, and then about 5.5 the rest of the time. Friday again was a nice easy little paddle session for those guys. And we can see in here we have 75% swim. They had 10% of their session kick, and the same 14% of their session drill, 6K drill. I'm going to guess again that I'm not recording that just quite accurately at the moment because we do more drill than that. But I'll work it out. Okay, I'll work it out. And you can see over here that they didn't have just quite as big a drop off in terms of intensity on the Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday were both reasonable intensities by comparison through the week. Monday, there was 2 sessions. It was quite good. Tuesday would be a key session. In the Wednesday, Wednesday evening would be another key session they would do. Then the Thursday session is double again. All right, and again, if we click on one of their days, this is Thursday, 5, 6, and Thursday morning, and the vast majority of this is a little bit of aerobic power. So they do a little bit of descending work to race pace, but the vast majority of their work in here, sorry, so this is the bottom, is aerobic white, and a little bit of drill. Okay, so again, this just allows us to track the. And if we, let me see if let's go with Connor. So if we go with Connor, we can track the individual athlete as well, which is really cool. So since we started tracking it, he's done 10 workouts. This is his last week, and he missed Tuesday. He wasn't feeling great on Tuesday, but he's done everything else, and it allows us to track exactly what Connor has done. The guys behind us are fantastic, really, really good. And it really is going to help, I think, whenever I look back at how we've built our season. All right, I'm tempted to go back and type them all in, but to be honest with you, that seems like an awful lot of work. But I'm definitely going to be using it moving forwards. Okay, really, really pleased with it, really happy. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're using now to track our weeks. I think the weeks have gone real well. And the little triple sets in a row from Wednesday night and the double Thursday with Danielle and Ben are demanding. I pitched it sort of wrong last time out, and the Wednesday night was a little bit too much. So I've made an adjustment this week with Connor and Ella. I think they've done a good job. They're still on aerobic capacity work, so they're still building capacities, and yeah, it's been really good, really solid. All right, so looking forward to the next week. I don't want to go over the same stuff every week, so you kind of know how I go around planning the week. Um, and what I thought I'd do this week is show you this overall plan. Um, so this is the 15-100 group, the Ben and Danielle group at the moment, and we are about to start week beginning the 17th week beginning the 20th of January. All right, so that's this week here, week number 4. Okay, over here. And as you can see, the volume is due to go up just a little bit this week. All right, we'll probably go up to around, well, you see there, it's 36,000 meters this week. It's sort of what we did last week, actually. All right, so we'll probably go a little bit higher. It's the second little mesocycle in this first base training period. So we're still looking at building, okay? Building in intensity, all right? So you can see week number 3 of this, so in 2 more weeks is when we peak our intensity before we start to think about coming back down. In this week, we got 6 aerobic capacity sessions, just basic aerobic capacity maintenance work. We've got 1 of those sessions that will be spiked at the front with some anaerobic capacity. 1 of those will be a complete regeneration session. Then we've got 1 anaerobic capacity set. All right, that is a pure anaerobic capacity. So it'll probably be on Thursday morning. We get 6 little sets in the week that are based around speed. We usually do those as HVOs and speed kick. We'll do 1 session during the week on Monday where we'll be focused entirely on speed, and we'll probably do that on kick again. We have 1 anaerobic power set this week. Okay, so 1 anaerobic power set. And then we have 1 aerobic power set, not 1 anaerobic, 1 aerobic power set and we have 2 anaerobic power sets. The 2 anaerobic power sets will be one on Wednesday evening and one on Saturday morning, and the aerobic power will be the third of the little run on Thursday night. Thinking about heat, semis, and final progression, 3 sets in a row, looking to build intensity through the 3 sessions. So that's the plan. We also this week on Thursday, so that aerobic power set on Thursday night is planned to be our pulse plot test. All right, so our pulse plot test it's in another video. I'll try and put the link up there somewhere. It's 8/100s on 5 minutes, and it's probably not, strictly speaking, aerobic power, but that's the set we're going to do. So that's the plan for the 102 or the 50 and the 100 guys. The 100 and 200 guys, the other end of the week, the other end, half of the group. Again, we're in this week number 4, and as you can see in here, the plan is to hold that sort of intensity. I don't know why that's not coming up. I'm not sure. The plan is this week, all the numbers have vanished. It's a little bit weird. The plan this week is that on Tuesday, today, they had their first aerobic capacity main focus set. They're going to do a second one of those on Wednesday evening, all right, because they've got a big gap between the 2 sessions. Thursday morning, they'll go nice and easy, a little bit of a descending set, maybe just to spice things up a little bit. And then Thursday night, they'll go a complete regeneration set Thursday night. Maybe do a little bit of speed work just to keep them ticking over. Friday morning, they're going to do their pulse plot test. All right, on Friday morning, the 8/100s on 5 minutes. It's a little test set that we do every 5 weeks or so. So for those guys, that's on Friday morning. Saturday morning, they're going to come in. They're going to go a little bit of speed work, probably some kick. Sunday is off. And then on Monday, they're going to come in, they're going to go their last core aerobic capacity set in the week. And it's going to be 18/1s on 2 minutes. All right, so that's the plan for those guys over the next week, next 7 days. The following weekend, we have a little bit of a racing opportunity, which will be interesting to see. So we're probably going to have to move things around the following week to try and just get the most out of those racing opportunities. It's in-house, it's a time trial under meet conditions, but it's the current regulations mean that's the way we got to do things. But that's what we're planning. So thank you again. That brings us to the end of another episode of What Are We Doing? I think it's a pretty informative one today. I hope you enjoyed it. And again, if you have any comments on any of the sessions, just write them down below. If you have any ideas. Last week we got some good conversation going around some anaerobic capacity work, which I'm definitely going to implement this week. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. The little data that we get from YouTube, most people who watch the videos are not subscribers. So come on, if you haven't subscribed but you're watching the channel, just hit the subscribe button. Go on. You know you want to. Go ahead. Go on. Nobody will know. Hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to like the video. Okay. Thank you very much. It's been good. Life is a little bit chaotic at the moment. We're still locked down, but I'm trying to keep things as normal as possible. So thank you very much for spending 10 minutes with me, and stay safe.